Hey guys, it's time for another Transformation Tuesday, and I'm here with Dale Parducci, our subject of the week. Dale, thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me, Mike.
Yeah, man. So Dale gained how much weight?
That was about 35 pounds.
And we saw that on your split screen. What was that, from 17 to 24?
17 to 24, yeah, that was about 7 years.
And over the course of those, 7 years, what do you think you've learned most about your body and strength and conditioning as a whole?
The biggest thing for me would be the nutrition aspect of things. I think you can't out-train a bad diet, and it takes a certain amount of time in order to understand that. So most people, what they do is they go into the gym, they eat really however they want to eat, and they lift what they think is the proper way. And you see minimal results from that. But when you really fine comb through everything and you get the nutrition aspect down, that's when you can really make a huge change to your body. So for me, nutrition was the biggest impact on that transformation for those 7 years.
Okay. So now how would you say your diet evolved? Like, did you eat like some junk food when you were a kid, or did you always eat clean? How did you learn what to do?
Well, I mean, from the day that I was born, my mother always instilled just healthy meals. We always had a meal at the table, and it was always, it had a balance between protein and fats and carbohydrates too. So I always had a general idea of how to eat clean. It was just, am I going to eat clean? Which for those first couple of years I didn't. Right. I didn't really understand the fact of how important it was.
Right. So now are you more of a high protein, mid carb, mid fat? What is your ratio, would you say?
I mean, it fluctuates a lot. Between photo shoots and between training for my own purposes, it could be anywhere between a high protein, moderate fat with low carbohydrates, I'm doing like a shoot, or if it's just for general wellness and I just want to get into the gym and have a good time, I'll usually do moderate carbohydrates, always with high protein, and then I lower the fats.
Now, a lot of guys get stuck in plateaus. We've been getting a lot of messages about people that are like, oh, I'm in decent shape, but kind of stuck. What are some of the things that you would suggest people do to kind of break that threshold of being kind of stuck at a certain weight?
Switch things up.
Yeah.
You have to switch it up. You have to shock your central nervous system.
Okay.
I think a burnout workout where you're doing a lot of different drop sets would be crucial, as well as changing your nutrition and diet too. With all of my clients, the first thing that I look at when I'm not seeing any changes is their macronutrients. So if there is a plateau that needs to be broken, we're going to manipulate those macronutrients and see if we can make some changes from there.
Okay. So let's go back to the training. We're actually going to be shooting your training plan. Okay. We're going to call that the push, pump, and stretch.
That's right.
Right? So what was your inspiration behind designing that plan, and what are some of the elements that go into that?
Well, my inspiration for that plan would be first and foremost my coach. My coach is Christian Coronado, who's out of Ocean County. He's been with me for the past 2 or 3 years. He's somebody who I can look towards as a mentor, somebody who basically was there from the beginning till now. Now that's his ideology and his way of going about things. It actually worked best for my body too. There's tons and tons of different ways to gain muscle, lose body fat, but this specifically for me was the best thing. Now, what it's designed to do is you get into the gym and you're activating your muscles. So your first lift is usually a compound lift to activate the muscle. After that,
that's the push.
That is the push, okay. Yes. And then after that, we want to get as much blood into the muscle as possible once it's activated.
And so this is the super pump, right?
That's the super pump. Right. And then we finish out with training the muscle in a stretch position. Okay. And what that does is it allows for more oxygen to be transported into the muscle, which is more blood being into the muscle too.
Cool. Thanks, man. We look forward to shooting it.
Thank you again for having me.
So we got the push, the super pump, and the stretch with Dale Parducci. Give this guy a follow at dparducci on Instagram.